Time now for our mental health moment of the week. This week, Sweetser held a groundbreaking ceremony in Saco, kicking off construction of what will be Maine's first youth psychiatric residential treatment facility. And joining us to discuss is Jayne Van Bramer, Sweetser's president and CEO. Jayne, thank you so much for being here. We were there yesterday. We have done so many stories on this. This has to be very exciting for you and for the community. This has been years in the making. What did it mean to finally have that moment?
Well, we are just thrilled. I mean, reaching this important milestone is truly a testament to what's possible when state leaders, businesses, community partners, and advocates unite around a shared mission and vision. We've been working to get a program like this for several years. In fact, the legislature first approved some initial funding 2 years ago. So this groundbreaking really represents a shared commitment to ensuring that Maine children have access to the care, healing, and opportunity to thrive right here in Maine, surrounded by their families and communities that love and support them. It really is historic. We are improving the continuum of care for youth in Maine, and we're profoundly appreciative of the governor for her steadfast leadership and the legislature for their vital investment in this project.
Yeah, I mean, historic is definitely a great word for it. And I think, we've had conversations before about how many people need this facility. They're already reaching out. So I guess, you can't have it done quick enough, but what is the timeline?
Yeah, so right now our goal is to open this 16-bed trauma-informed facility in the spring of '27. So, the exact timing is really dependent upon the construction schedules, the receipt of materials, but we will have our construction crew on site starting in July. We've already hired a child psychiatrist, and we'll do some additional hiring at the beginning of next year.
Okay, and the impact on families, I mean, we talked about that a little bit at the top of our interview, but what will be the impact on families once this is available?
Well, absolutely. Families will be reunited throughout the healing process. They can actually stay free on our Saco campus in our family apartment for their visits. At-risk youth will be able to receive services in Maine rather than being sent hundreds or thousands of miles away. We will also be able to reduce reliance on unnecessary, lengthy, and very costly emergency room stays. The true legacy of this project will be measured in crises averted, families reunited, and really futures filled with promise.
I mean, and the funding piece, we talked about this a little bit too. You said the legislature funded, a couple of years ago even. How are you in terms of, fundraising? Are you there yet? Because I know there was a small gap, or small in terms of relative numbers, small. Yeah.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
So the total cost of this project is $7.9 million. The legislature and governor has given us $5.4 million, so that does leave a $2.5 million gap. And Sweetser is committed. We are stepping up to fundraise and work with individuals and our generous corporate partners to fill that gap. So we are in the midst of a capital campaign, and depending upon the community, every dollar matters. We need to get this project over the finish line. So folks who want to help can reach out to us at sweetser.org/buildhope.
All right, Jayne Van Bramer with Sweetser, President and CEO. Thank you so much for being here, and we will continue to follow the progress, obviously, of this site. So important for us here in Maine.